3, 2, 1, go. Alright, what's up guys? So I never finished coloring this rascal, so I'm just going to color all this in and then I can upload it to my Patreon if you want to check it out. I'll upload the Nomad Sculpt file and maybe just the STL as well. So what color should he be? I feel like he would be kind of a brownish color or a grayish color. So let's see if I had any other layers. I have DL. What's DL? Oh, that's the lightning bolt. I think I used this to show how to do this nice crisp line. So if you're interested in how I got the lines really sharp, you can check out that tutorial. So let's add a new layer. And let's name this, actually this would have to go beneath. We'll just name it color for now and we'll move it beneath lightning. That way the color will be beneath the lightning. I actually kind of like that, like a grayish. I was thinking brown, but maybe grayish is it. Do we want him to have like yellowish eyes? Or black eyes? We'll go with black for now. I'm going to go ahead and validate these and just name them P1. I always name the irises P1. Oh, wait a minute. That's the iris. Let's rename this Iris. Iris Eye. I'll leave them both here. Maybe I'll experiment a little bit later on. So this will be black with no shine on it. Wait a minute. How does that look there? That looks a little bit weird. Maybe we'll take the skin. Just kind of move it out a bit. Okay, so for the eye dots, I'm going to take the skin color using this little eyedropper and just make it a little bit lighter. And these are going to be subsurface. The skin's also going to be subsurface, but I'll leave it for now because I might paint on it. This little belly button, there we go. It's going to be subsurface as well, and I think the same color as this. I kind of want to do lower eyelashes. I've been doing lower eyelashes lately. Okay. Does he have a little lighter belly? I feel like he should have a lighter belly. So let's say I make the shape the color that I was thinking of painting the belly. Well, I can bring this out and then I can make it smaller, flatten it up. So something like this. Let's go ahead and validate it and let's use move with symmetry to kind of not too worried about the middle right now because it's easy to pull the middle bit out. Later on, if I want to paint him a different color, the body, I can just change the body and then I can just change the belly. But you can't do that if you paint over it. You know, you don't have access to the layers anymore. But also another good thing is this belly. Let me go ahead and decimate it. How does that look? It still looks fine. All right, so let's grab the skin color again and make it a bit darker. For these, the nose, maybe we'll just do the nose the same color. His little teethies can be pretty much white. Give him a little gloss, maybe not all the way gloss, but a little gloss. This can be, let's make this a little purple, and let's make this the skin color. It would be cool if you could have color palettes. Color palettes would be nice. His little ears, I don't know why I just did that. I'm thinking like a light pink. Oh, and this needs to be the color of the skin as well. His little tail, which I need to decimate because I made it, I had to re-smooth it because it was looking a little not smooth enough for me. Let's check all these other little pieces. Sometimes little things like teeth. Let me go ahead and decimate this. And like these little pieces, oh, those are very small. Iris. These I don't like to decimate the eyes in these parts because I want them to look very smooth. You know what, these can be decimated. This little purple thing, we'll leave it for now. Ear puffs we'll leave. Alright, what color should we make this little thing? Let's make it like a brownish. We'll make this like similar. That might not be contrasty enough, actually. Whatever color you're choosing for your character, it should be contrast. Wait, did that just paint or that just not? It needs to like have some contrast with whatever's, you know, the surrounding colors. And I'm just going to paint these for now. I don't know how I'm feeling about this. I actually saved a nicer one recently. Let's see if I can find it. Import file. Where did I save it? iCloud Drive 2024. 6-plant succulent. And this is just a prettier version of like what I have there. Because this is I don't know. I like making like little random plants, but this one is just not that cute. But maybe we can just utilize it as a really small little puff of things growing. But I think that looks way better. It's already colored and everything. Oh, and you have this little acorn. I don't want to spend too much time on the acorn. So that should be good. Make this a nice reddish. And these can be nice cream colored spots. Maybe that stuff needs to be a little bit darker, actually. Maybe we'll get a little green in here. We'll color these little marshmallows. I didn't realize I had so many little marshmallows and stuff. And these are just one normal color, so I have to change these. We'll make them like a lighter color. Let's make sure that those are all subsurfaced. I think he's supposed to be a parsnip. Color of parsnips. I think they're like this-ish color. have a little more yellow in them. And a lot of these little extras are kind of brown, so we'll stick with that theme. Actually, I think it might look better as green. Okay, leaf. So we'll join all these together and paint them all at once. This looks like it's already subsurfaced. Oh, now it's subsurfaced. Turn that down. We'll make this just a darker. Maybe we'll just make all these the same color. All right, maybe the little eye dots. We'll make a lighter version. Definitely subsurface. Doesn't pop enough, so I might change this to, I feel like something purple might look better. If it will let me. I'll leave it for now. So indecisive. So these plants, but I think I want, I think I might actually like them that color better. I kind of like that. So let's take this color, but there needs to be like a two-tone. So maybe as they get closer to the top, they're a little bit lighter. And a little bit darker towards the bottom. I don't know, I just like giving them a little bit of change. So let's grab this lighter color again. Just paint the top of these a little bit lighter. Same thing with here. Just paint the top of these a little bit lighter. I just like that little bit of difference. Paint this a little darker at the bottom. So now that we have that color, let's just test out changing this from brown mud to just more of a green. Although I like this, I'm gonna try out darker color. Just keep it all like together, you know? And these are a little bit too ambient occlusion. So I'm going to turn that down. And actually the color is a little bit, where are these two? I'm just going to join them. I want the color to be a little more neutral. neutral. I don't mind them being that color, but I want them to be a little bit more neutral. Everything is very neutral, except for this. This is not neutral. So the only other thing I want to do, I think I want to add a little ambient occlusion. I've been experimenting with ambient occlusion because obviously when you put on post-process, we're seeing some ambient occlusion, but sometimes it's nice to actually paint some on, and that's what I'm kind of used to doing. And maybe some lines on this radish will look good as well, to make it look a little more organic. So we use crease. Let's grab the color that we're using. I still think it's a little more yellowish. So if that's the color, we'll go to a darker version with crease. So now we're using stroke painting. This is when it's off, this is when it's on. So we're using crease, but we're also using stroke painting. So that means you can make details. You can use the tool, but it'll also add the color that you attach to it. Unfortunately, it's not looking that great. So I'm going to see what it looks like with dynamic topology. It looks much cleaner. It is going to raise the size significantly though. So that's the only bad thing. One thing I could do is turn off dynamic topology and maybe subdivide this. See that? It still looks so. Let's voxel remesh it. Okay, so that looks better. It's very big, but it's better than, I think if I use dynamic topology, it will get too big. So at least now it's capped at 115. We can add some nice details in here. Let's take a look. Oh, it looks decent. Okay, so these are some nice details. Make sure they go all the way around, so if you do a turntable, it doesn't look half arsed, as they say in the UK. I do apologize for my terrible jokes that I amuse myself with. But I only apologize a little bit, because we all like bad jokes and we crack ourselves up. It's part of the human condition. So I want some of these to look a little bit deeper. So I'm going to make the color a little bit darker. I think that looks good. Yeah, I think that looks better like this. You can't really see those unless they're dark, so I'll make them dark as well. I like it better, sorry. I do feel like I want a bottom eyelash. Doesn't it just look naked? Or is that just me? I feel like it looks too naked. Also, I downloaded my live stream that I did last night, so I'm gonna edit that together, I think, as a regular video on the channel, because I want to see how. I'm a little unsure how. Oh, I have to leave at some point in time to pick up both of our wedding bands. I'm unsure how videos do as live streams versus how ordinary videos would do if it's like the same video. I know live streams, obviously it's different, people are watching, but I don't know if it just shows up or if people have to go to my live playlist in order to see it. I just want it to also be a regular video, and why not? And it'd be good to kind of see what the difference is, if there is a difference. Yeah, so this is like a newer thing I've been farting around with. So let's just go ahead and make this smaller. But I usually just use all. It's easier. Let's turn off snap. That way I can kind of make it a little more even and push it a little more into the skin, which you can't do if you have snap on. Okay, so we need to, you know what, I think we need to add one. Whoop. So that looks good, but I think we need to add one here so I can properly curve this so it gets lost in the sauce, just like that. Perfect. So my main thing when I do this is I just try to keep it even. Steven. It's a little bit of an issue here. Looks like I have to make sure that I cover all of the yellow parts of the eye. So that looks pretty good. Let's make this smaller. Make this a smidge smaller. And then I have to bury this part. So I'm going to make another node here. And then bury this one. But it would be nice if they actually touch. So maybe I'll widen this a little bit. It looks fairly even. Let's paint it black. Turn the roughness up. Let's mirror it. Let's hit select so we can just kind of see. I don't know, actually. I really don't know. So let's just validate it and then take a look. What if it's like a different color? Just trying out pink as though it's like the actual lid, the inner part of the lid. I think that might actually look better than black. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. All right, so let's get some color on this. So this is the lightning. So let's add some. First, I want to add some darker. That's underneath the lightning. Oh wait, I never did lighter, did I? So I'm gonna bring lighter up and turn this into reddish. So that way we can do the blush. So darker, let's just take this color, we'll make it darker. And this will serve as our ambient occlusion, our manual ambient occlusion. Let's see how it smooths. Oh, I think it's smooth as well. Let's increase the size, or the... I like to err on using it a little bit more intensely, because we can always just lower the lower that, so that makes more sense to me. The mouth, I'm gonna go to the color. I'm gonna make this really dark. Sometimes I actually use a tube for this, but I'm gonna try with crease and see how it looks. Oh, see, it looks terrible. I don't feel like raising. I think I can get more bang for my buck with a tube. I can't believe I don't have one already. I guess I don't. So for the tube, we'll use path and snap. Here, here. So we'll do this, but then we'll do, oh, we still want to mirror it. So they're both, so it'll be on both sides. I think it can be smaller. And I also think, let's just bring these together. Oh, that snap killing me. I don't like this. Don't know what's up with that. Okay. Okay, so it should actually be over these teeth. So the teeth should be coming out from underneath that. I want to pull this out more. There we go. So let's hit all the radii. Let's make it bigger here and close this. I'll make that a little bigger there, maybe. Okay, so let's paint it black. And I think that will save us, because that's only, oh, the tube is kind of big. Let's validate it. Do we need it? Do we even need to voxel remesh it? Let's validate the mirror. Mouth crease, I guess. And then we can voxel remesh it together. Give it a little smooth, even though it probably doesn't even need it because it's very black. Moth crease, that's cool. So now since it's black, we can also decimate it. If I can, there we go, miscellaneous. So we can decimate this. Oh, what did I just do? There should be like an individual reset or for each tool. Yeah, we'll decimate that down really low, and I think that works. And that gives us a nice dark. I feel like the nose should be a little darker too. Okay, nice. So we have that. Let's go back to, so we want to be on the body. We want to be on darker. Oh my God, I have not even saved. I'm going to save this as. so I don't mess up the old thing in case I need it for some reason. So darker. I wish I would have, let's grab this color again and make it darker. Paint. So maybe around here. Oh, it doesn't smooth that well around here, huh? Okay, I see you. So maybe some under the neck, down the arm. And use Smoothie Poo again, which is just smooth with 0 intensity. Okay, so that's not bad. I don't think we need too much more of that. Maybe maybe if we can add in these little creases. Don't want symmetry. We'll just make those little creases darker. Maybe we'll add a little bit of paint. I'm just going to add another layer just to save myself in case I need it. Sometimes these things don't smooth out well, so you gotta be careful. But I think that looks good. Might even be able to go a little bit darker right at the bottom. I did a couple of the videos like doing specifically this, but I don't think I called it ambient occlusion. And thinking back, that's what I should have called it. But the problem is like, I think one of the more difficult things with 3D is like, if someone doesn't understand ambient occlusion or know what it is, like it would be hard for them to figure out what that tutorial is. You know what I mean? So let's bring that down. And we gotta change the name of this. This isn't just a sphere, this is the hair tuft. Let's save. So let's go to the body again and go to reddish. Reddish can just be reddish. And you know what? I'm actually gonna copy this. Okay, so I didn't need to do that. I wanted to make sure that I matched the roughness. I want all the roughness to be the same. So we're on reddish. Let's go to paint, and we can bring this opacity down. So this will make our character look a little bit more lifelike by giving him some nice blush here and here. And even a little bit around his eyeballs. And his fingers. Killing me. Symmetry. Help me out. That was actually my fault. And then the fingers. Again. And maybe the little elbows. Let's just solo this, make my life easier. And it normally would be the feet, even though he doesn't really have. Try to erase this. Erase it on the leg. Maybe we'll try to add a little bit where the feet would be. Let's turn symmetry back on. All right, so let's unsolo it. And then we'll try to smooth this out as much as we can. This is very subtle. Should be very subtle. But sometimes with high-res models, it winds up being a little bit difficult. So sometimes you have to do Smoothie Poo's bootleg brother, Smudge, which kind of does the same thing, just in a very dirty fashion. Doesn't make it really clean like Smooth does. But that actually looks okay. So let's just try smoothing out all these other spots that we used, and then let's lower the opacity so that it's just barely perceptible. Okay, and the last thing I wanted to, pretty much, I do definitely like the lighting, but I definitely want to test out if he had different kinds of eyes. Pivot, center, pivot. And unfortunately, I'm going to have to trim one of these so that I can efficiently work on the other one. Gizmo, pivot, center, pivot. It's always the easiest. That's kind of a look, huh? It just kind of like changes up the whole vibe. Right? There's just like so many little things like that. Let me clone it and see what happens if we do something like this. And also I have to change these so they aren't glossy. That just looks silly. I don't know if you could hear that, but that was definitely my stomach. Excuse me. Oh, I don't know why, but I like it so much. It's just like it's so different and a bit weird, which is what I like. Why are these so big? Decimate. I actually don't know how big this project is. Oh, it's only 522K. I thought it was much more for some reason. Probably because I have all these like other things in here. Oh wait, what happened to the eye? Did I mistakenly? I must have moved the. I definitely moved something. I feel like I might have moved the eye somehow. That's stroke painting. Oh, you know what? I know what it is. I know what that was. That was because I had the other pupils. That's what that is. Oh, the problem is I like both. I like both. I do. So I can't have these pupils. Oh, they actually look okay like that. They look okay like that, but then they're not going to look okay with the other ones. So that's the problem. They don't look okay here. another possible solution is to put the skin down a little bit. Ooh, do I have to do it on the base? Oh, it won't move that well though. Come on. Okay, so I think what I need to do, let's go ahead and, since I really like these, I'm gonna go ahead and mirror, validate, mirror, validate. PX, PX2. So now we have both of those. Which definitely makes it creepy, but I kind of like it. I'm not afraid of creepy. I like creepy sometimes. Okay, so for this one, I'm gonna have to export this. I think I'm gonna have to export two different ones. But for now, we'll stick to the big one with the big eyes. But I have to make sure that, yeah, we have to lower all of these. We have to flatten all these layers. Let's validate this. This is the lower lash. All right, I'm gonna get rid of all this nonsense. All this mushroom stuff. I think I just want to, I'll just join it all together. Acorn, just join together. Just gonna join all these because these are going to be hard to like keep track of. I don't even know what this is. Bush B. Plain. Delete. Oh, those are all those plants, huh? Let's go ahead and join them. Take all the lights and delete. And that's that new leaf. Okay, so we'll take all of these. I guess I can just do select all. So we'll export all. Oh, 25, that's not too bad. Okay, so we'll do this one first, and then we'll switch it up. So I'm going to save this as, that way we can just go right back to the other one, and I can export this one after I fix the eyes. But I'll show you both of these in Blender. I think that's about it. I just want to go over coloring and my coloring process. Hopefully you got something out of it. And I'm going to be uploading this as with the other thing on my live stream. I'll be uploading all of those to Patreon if you want to play with the files, or if you want to print, you know, just him as an STL. And I think I might do plants and stuff. I might just make like a little bundle and put those on my Patreon as well, because a lot of people ask me for my files and things like that. And so I'm just going to start putting them all on Patreon. Keep going, keep sculpting. I'll see you all in the next video.